Yes. Yes. Say hi, Miss Rachel.
Hi guys.
Thanks. Hi guys, let's welcome Scott from, here's Scott. He's
My name is Scott.
there you go, that's Scott. His channel is called Scott and Isa's World. You're welcome to check out his channel. You've also probably seen him in his our channel, Philippine Antics. And so he's here with us today in the Philippines.
I am.
And we're on the rooftop of Candy Palace.
Candy Palace is great. If you're in Angeles City, you have to stop up on the rooftop and get some quesadillas and beer.
And mango shakes.
Mango shakes to die for.
Yes, mango shakes. Best mango shakes in town.
Absolutely.
Yeah, except for I. But anyway. So Scott's here. He just arrived literally a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
So
I landed here at 11 a.m. on Christmas Eve.
correct. Yeah. So
Today's the day after Christmas.
right. How was the flight?
Very long. I went from Baltimore to Los Angeles to Taiwan to the Philippines. So you're probably talking about 30 hours traveling.
Is the airport crazy?
Airport here in Clark was almost empty. So it was really nice. I guess they staggered the flights in. But it was Christmas Eve and everybody's usually always here by then. But in LAX, there was a lot of armed officers and it was a madhouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Armed officers.
very armed.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They had some nice guns. I wanted some. They won't let me play with them.
Right. So you're going to be here for how long?
I'll be here for just about 3 months this time.
This time. And when are you actually retiring?
Well, I'm technically retired now, but I'm here for 3 months. I've got to go back and get rid of the boat and ship some more stuff over, close everything up. So I'm going to work until September, help the boss out through the summer. And then the first week of September, I come back here for good.
That's good. Now, the interesting thing about Scott is he is going to receive how many pensions?
2,
From,
military pension and Social Security.
okay, so he's basically a veteran. Now, do you get disability or anything like that?
Yeah.
So you're going to get service-related ones, and you're going to go through the BA on,
For my health care?
yeah.
Yeah. So the Philippines is the only country outside of the U.S., not the territories, but the only country outside of the U.S. that has a VA system. So in Manila, there's a VA medical system there, and they will treat anything that's service connected. If it's not service connected, you have to go out on the economy and buy it there. But if you have service connections, they'll be more than happy to treat you there. If your service connections require medication, they'll give you the medication.
Cool. Now, part of Scott's story, of course, is Scott and Isa's world. Tell us more about Isa.
Okay, Isa was an OFW for 13 years, I think, over in Hong Kong, and before that, a couple different countries. And she just recently decided with some coaching to stop working. Her contract was up. I said, why don't you come home? We were planning on getting married this year anyway, so stop working. You don't need to. And go home and hang out with your family and your parents. And I'll be over soon, which I'm here now. So hopefully, with all the paperwork getting sorted out, we should be able to get married sometime in the next 3 months, if not when I come back in September.
Right. So Isa already quit?
She already quit. She came home on the 10th.
And where's home at?
In the middle of Panay Island, which is the home of Iloilo.
Okay. So you're going to be residing in Iloilo, right?
No.
No. Ah, okay.
No. I don't speak Ilonggo. But eventually I will learn. My thing for learning one of the Filipino languages is I wanted to know where I was actually going to live before I learned the language that I needed.
That makes sense.
There's how many languages in the Philippines? You have Visayan, you have Cebuano, you've got Ilonggo, you've got Tagalog, and those are just the main ones that everybody might need to learn.
Correct. Those are the major languages.
Yeah.
Right.
So now that I know that Ilonggo is going to be the language from where I'm at, that's what I learned. But you really should learn Tagalog also. Isa has a daughter who doesn't speak Ilonggo because she lived on
Oh, right.
Cebu, or not Cebu, but Negros
Right.
in Bacolod.
Right.
So she doesn't understand Ilonggo, but she understands Tagalog.
Right.
So
Now-
and she's really good with English.
Right. And the interesting thing is, if you live in the more provincial area, they won't be able to speak other than the native dialect. Not even Tagalog. So, and that's why I believe that's what Scott said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for instance, like I could go deep further in Pampanga itself, and they won't be able to speak Tagalog.
No.
Yeah.
And if you don't know their language, it's just like me showing up. You don't know the language.
Correct. Yeah.
But if you want to buy something, they will figure out a way to sell it to you. Big button calculators and all. It's okay.
Right.
It's true.
No, it's true. It's true.
Just do a lot of pointing. Pictures. Pictionary for food.
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of pictures, how is the picture of you and Isa going to get married at?
What do you mean?
So,
where are we getting married?
Where, and do you guys have the paperwork already set up or anything like that?
I've got all the paperwork ready except for the one that I need from the embassy. What do they call that? The legal capacity to marry, which, regardless of where you come from, if you come here to marry a Filipina, you need the affidavit, which is called a legal whatever to marry, notarized by either the U.S. Embassy or a local notary from the area that you're going to get married at.
Correct. And I always say check locally first, because to be honest with you, it's usually easier to go do it local, and if they say yes, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, it's like going to the LTO or the Bureau of Immigration. Each office is different.
Correct.
You're going to get a different answer from every other office, and depending on what day it is and who's working in the same office, you'll get a different answer.
Correct.
So if you get if you get the answer you don't like one day, go back and try it again.
Sad,
Or go to another office.
Yeah, no, that's how it works. Yes.
Don't try to bribe them. It's not good. It could be offensive. You could be in jail. You don't want to go to jail here. If you go to jail here, your hearing won't be for 3 years. I'm not joking about that. Don't do it.
Yeah. Speaking of jail time,
No, I haven't been yet.
Scott went through the airport with a lot of interesting goods.
I did.
And what's that?
They all my electronics and medications, and the when I opened my luggage when I got here, the TSA had been in there and left a "We were here" note, checking all my stuff out. But it was all still there, so it's cool. You know, I can still get to take videos. And power banks. Power banks are huge. You can't travel with your power banks in your checked luggage. It's illegal now. You have to have them in your checked luggage. But there is, I can't tell you the exact number because I forgot, but I only brought 2 power banks with me because 3 would have exceeded the allowance that you're allowed to bring, and they would confiscate one of them, and I didn't want it to be the good one.
Makes sense. What about medication? Was it an issue?
Medication was not an issue. Do not check your insulin products under the plane because they will freeze and they will be worthless. Put them in your carry-on. Just tell the nice man that's scanning them that it's diabetic supplies, because with a bunch of the pens lined up next to each other, it could be like you might want to blow something up. So don't do that.
Now, Scott went through something really sad, and it's something that most of you guys may encounter, hopefully not, and that's with pets. And tell us your story.
Well, I had 2 cats. I gave them away. Elmo, which is the oldest one, I've lived on a boat for 25 years, and Elmo was born on the boat. So I've been with him his whole life. And being at 15 and having 3 different plane rides in one trip, he would not have made being at 15, he probably would have died on the way here just due to stress. So I was fortunate enough to know this kind family that I trusted giving him to that would take care of him. and they're really kind. They send me pictures, let me know how he's doing, and he's fortunately fully adjusted, and he's talking to them and cuddling with them and all that kind of stuff, which a lot faster than I thought he would. And the other one, which was just a general, really tiny, small black cat, another friend of mine took her. So, think about not what is good for you, but what is good for the pet. Elmo would have died if I would have brought him, and I don't know. I want him to live out his next 5 to 10 years in a happy place with wonderful people.
Yeah. Now, also another thing, keep in mind that Scott's gonna fly back, and I'm just telling you what things you might encounter. So, since you're here, who's taking care of? Do you still have your place? What about your vehicles, your mail?
Well, my mail, the same family that has Elmo is picking my mail up for me where I live in Maryland. As long as they have the key to my post office box. We're very rural where I live. There is no postal delivery. As long as she has the key, she can pick up my mail. My vehicles I left at work, parked out front. And when I left, I have USAA for car insurance, and I put them both in storage because they won't be being used, and it'll drastically cut your car insurance bill. And when I get back, I'll put them back on the road with the insurance. The boat that I have, one of my neighbors is taking care of the boat, checking on it, and that's all I have. I shipped almost everything that I already had over here.
Okay. Now, also another interesting thing that Scott has done, I kind of regret I didn't do it myself. As a man, power tools. Now, Scott shipped his power tools, but what power tools did you and did not ship?
Okay. The U.S. is 110 volt, and the Philippines is what, 230 volt?
Yeah, 220, 240. Yeah.
So everything that I shipped primarily was my battery operated tools, where the charger accepted 240 volt. I only had one tool that was 110, but I have an inverter that I can plug that into to run if I need to sand anything. The hand tools I shipped, everything I shipped over in billet buy-in boxes. And there's a company that I really trust in the U.S. that will take my boxes. They won't rifle through them. They strap them up, they put them in a shipping container, and when they reach the Philippines about 3 months later, they get delivered to the house.
What company?
I don't know what company on this end does it.
Oh, I mean in the U.S.
Southern Maryland Billet Buy-in Box.
Oh, okay, so it's very localized.
Yeah, very localized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And what they do, there's other companies like theirs that they partner with, and they fill up the shipping containers, and then they ship, and they ship pretty fast. From the time they pick my boxes up, within a week and a half, they're on a ship and they're on their way over.
Okay. And did they tell you they were going to go to New York first?
No.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to figure out
No.
who the third party is.
Well, the company that they partner with the shipping containers is out of Virginia.
Oh, okay.
There's another company in Maryland that used to go up to New Jersey and ship from New Jersey.
Yeah, and how much did you pay per bulk buy-in box?
A 24 by 18 by 18 from where I live to where I'm shipping it to was $100 a box.
Okay, that's a good price.
And I shipped some of before I forget about this, at Lowe's they have their large heavy-duty boxes are like $6 a piece. The large billet buy-in boxes are like 10 to 15. So go to Lowe's, buy yourself a dozen or so of the large heavy-duty boxes, and they truly are double-wall heavy-duty boxes, and ship them that way.
So they do allow those boxes?
Yes,
Okay.
they've suggested I do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you can, if you want to use their boxes, go to any local Filipino grocery store, and they will sell you the billet buy-in boxes.
Yeah.
And it's usually Makati or Makati Express.
Yeah. Usually Filipino stores do have like buy-in services, correct?
Yeah. But then you put an extra person into the deal. When you drop it off, are they going to go rifle through your stuff? So the guy that I use, I trust him. I've shipped a lot of boxes. I won't tell you how many.
Yeah.
And everything's made it here intact. Nothing has ever been broken. I've made multiple shipments.
So Scott will be in Iloilo in 2 days. And what's Isa doing right now?
cleaning. She says she's cleaning to make the house nice for me.
There you go. Just getting things ready, and you're gonna build in, like, one of your plans is build some sort of shelter, like an emergency shelter or something.
Yeah, well, what my plans are is we're going to make an addition to the house, another bedroom, except it's going to be a lot bigger than the ones that are there. We're going to have a in-suite bathroom and a little bump out for a YouTube studio. So if I had to guess, I'd probably, 16 by 20 room for that. But I'm going to have a ceiling on it, a concrete ceiling, instead of just the trusses and the tin roof. Because one of my concerns is that the Philippines is pretty susceptible to typhoons. They average about 20 a year. And they usually start high in the north, and then as the year goes, they work their way down, 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 and down. That's not necessarily the case all the time. But if the house happens to get hit by a typhoon, category 4 or 5 hurricane for the folks in the U.S., and you lose the roof, then you have no dry place until you replace the roof, and that could be a while. So I want one room in the house, which will be the addition, to have a concrete roof with a really heavy-duty metal or solid wood door. So if that does happen, at least everyone in the house will have a place to sleep while we rebuild the rest of the house.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea, guys. So any last tips and tricks you have up in your sleeve?
Don't come here to retire if you don't have an income. You might think you'll work, but the average income here for a general worker is about $10 a day. You won't be able to survive. If you are a roaming nomad and you do your computer work and you can travel the world and still have a really good income, you can do that. The Philippines now has a nomad visa, but it's pretty pricey. So I don't have the exact numbers, but when I heard it, I went, wow. So if you're a veteran and you want to come here, there is a SRRV, special retirement visa for veterans, where the cost is $1,500 in the bank and $1,499 processing fee, and I believe it's about $100 to re-up every year. That's the win for the Philippines over any other country in Southeast Asia, where you have to put $10,000 to $20,000 in the bank if you want to be a permanent resident.
Yeah. So thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate it so much. And again, guys, check Scott in Isa's World. He's got his own channel.
And make sure you go in and subscribe and like the George and Heidi's channel, Philippine Antics.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Thanks, Scott.
Sure.